25 easy ways to spark your creativity. Creativity is one of those superpowers we all have, even if it sometimes feels like it's gone into hiding. Whether you're solving a tough problem, dreaming up a new project, or just trying to bring more color into your daily life, creativity makes everything more interesting. The best part? It's not some mystical gift. You can actually train it. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 25 easy ways to reignite your creativity and get those ideas flowing again. Let's jump in. Let's start with your surroundings. Your space can either fuel your creativity or drain it completely. If your environment is messy, loud, or uninspiring, it can be tough to get into a creative groove. On the other hand, a space that feels inviting and energizing can make all the difference. You don't need a full renovation, just a few simple changes can do wonders. Take a look at your workspace. If you're surrounded by clutter, your brain might feel just as tangled. Start by tidying up. Clear surfaces, organize your tools, and make room for inspiration. A few plants, some artwork, or even objects that hold personal meaning can give your brain a nudge in the right direction. Want to really shake things up? Try moving your desk, switching rooms, or even facing a different window. New perspectives can trigger fresh ideas. Sometimes the best way to jumpstart creativity is to get out entirely. Changing your physical location, even briefly, can shift your mindset. Instead of staying cooped up, head to a park, cafe, or library. A new environment brings new energy. Different sights, sounds, and people can open up new ideas, even if you're just sipping coffee and observing the world go by. Lighting and color matter too. Natural light tends to make us feel calm and alert, while colors like green and blue promote relaxation and imagination. Add a lamp with soft lighting or splash some color on your walls. Even adjusting your screen brightness can impact your focus and mood. And don't forget the power of sound. For some, silence is golden. For others, it's all about background noise or instrumental music. Try out different options: white noise, nature sounds, lo-fi beats, and see what helps you feel most inspired. A good soundscape can shift your whole creative rhythm. The takeaway here? Your space has a voice. It either whispers create or distracts you into silence. Tune your environment to support your imagination. Another powerful creativity boost? Shake up your routine. Doing the same thing day after day can put your brain on autopilot, but introducing even a little novelty into your life can spark brand new ideas. Think about trying something you've never done before. Start learning a language, experiment with photography, try your hand at baking, or take a dance class. It's not about becoming an expert. It's about waking up your brain. When you stretch yourself to learn something new, you start seeing the world in unexpected ways. Even small changes help. Work from a different location one day. Take a different route on your walk. Visit a part of town you rarely explore. Little shifts like these can jolt your mind out of its usual patterns and bring a sense of excitement and discovery. Want to go deeper? Immerse yourself in something completely unfamiliar. Read books from cultures you don't know well, watch documentaries about topics you've never studied, or listen to music in another language. Exposure to different ideas and traditions helps you make fresh connections, and that's the heart of creativity. You can even start with your plate. Trying a new dish, especially one from another culture, activates your senses in surprising ways. That sensory richness, taste, smell, texture can light up your imagination and carry over into other areas of your thinking. This will keep things interesting. When you invite the new, the unexpected, and the unfamiliar into your life, creativity tends to show up right alongside it. When we're young, creativity comes so naturally. We play, we imagine, and we don't worry about whether we're doing it right. But as adults, we get stuck in expectations and routines. That sense of playfulness fades. Yet tapping back into that playful mindset is one of the most effective ways to reignite your creative spark. Try doing something just for the fun of it. No pressure, no goal, just play. Maybe you doodle in a notebook, mess around with clay, build something with Lego, or pull out a favorite video game. Give yourself permission to enjoy the process, even if there's no end result. Creativity thrives in mess. So go ahead, get a little messy, splash some paint, tear up some paper, scribble outside the lines. Don't worry about whether it looks good. Let accidents happen. Often, those so-called mistakes become the most interesting parts of the project. Improv is another great tool. Whether it's comedy, storytelling, or acting, improv exercises force you to think quickly and loosen up. There's no script, just go with the flow. It helps you say yes to ideas you might normally ignore and opens the door to unexpected creativity. Explore for exploration's sake. Wander through a bookstore, stroll around your neighborhood without a destination, or let yourself fall into a YouTube rabbit hole on a random topic. That sense of curiosity and open-ended discovery is pure creativity fuel. And don't be afraid to be silly. Write weird stories, draw goofy characters, let yourself laugh at your own ideas. Being silly takes off the pressure and makes space for your imagination to run wild. Games are another fun way to keep your brain sharp and playful. Pictionary, charades, puzzle games, they all encourage you to think in unconventional ways. Role-playing games in particular allow you to build entire worlds from scratch. That's creativity at work. And when you're with others, play together. Creative collaborations, whether you're jamming on a song, writing a script, or brainstorming wild ideas, can take you to places you'd never go alone. Drop the perfectionism, share freely, and see what magic happens. Play isn't wasted time. It's a reset for your brain. When you approach life with curiosity and playfulness, you open doors you didn't even know were there. In today's world, distractions are constant. It feels like every second, a notification, a message, or a random thought pulls your attention away. But to really tap into your creativity, you need space to think deeply, and that means cutting out the noise. Start by setting boundaries with your devices. Even just an hour a day without your phone can create mental space for new ideas. Pick a time, maybe in the morning or right before bed, and make it your no-screen zone. Use that time to journal, sketch, think, or just breathe. Designate a spot for deep focus. This doesn't have to be fancy, just a consistent place where you go to create. Maybe it's a corner of your room, a favorite bench at the park, or a nook in your local library. The more often you use it, the more your brain will associate it with focus and creativity. Sound can also affect your ability to stay focused. Some people love silence. Others need a bit of background ambiance. Try lo-fi music, white noise, nature sounds, whatever helps you stay in the zone. Noise-canceling headphones can work wonders if you're easily distracted. Want a productivity boost? Try the Pomodoro method. Work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and repeat. It sounds simple, but it's surprisingly effective. Those short bursts of focus time can help you stay energized without burning out. Set aside sacred focus time. Block it on your calendar if you have to. No emails, no multitasking, just you and your creative work. If temptation strikes, apps like Freedom or Cold Turkey can help by blocking websites or notifications. And if your thoughts feel scattered, try meditation or mindfulness. Just 5 minutes of deep breathing or quiet reflection can help clear mental clutter and make room for fresh ideas. When you cut out distractions and give your brain a little quiet, something amazing happens. Your thoughts start to organize themselves and your creativity comes back online. One last powerful creativity hack: challenge yourself. It's easy to get stuck doing things the same way, but creativity often lives just outside your comfort zone. Start with a goal, not just be creative, but something tangible. Write a short story, paint a mural, come up with 10 new business ideas. Specific goals keep you moving forward, and they give you something to aim for when you're stuck. Try setting creative constraints. Paradoxically, limits can boost creativity. Write a poem with only 1-syllable words. Paint using only 3 colors. Give yourself just 5 minutes to brainstorm. These restrictions force you to think differently, and that's where breakthroughs happen. Deadlines help too. Give yourself a timer and get to work. The time pressure pushes you past perfectionism and gets you into action mode. Even a 10-minute sprint can unlock ideas you didn't know you had. Study other creatives. Watch documentaries, read interviews, follow artists or thinkers you admire. Learn how they approach their work. Try using one of their techniques in your own project. It's not copying, it's inspiration. Collaboration can stretch you as well. Working with others challenges your assumptions, introduces new perspectives, and forces you to compromise and adapt. Whether it's co-writing, group brainstorming, or team projects, creative synergy often leads to surprising results. Bottom line, push yourself. Try new things. Break your own rules. The more you challenge yourself, the more your creativity will grow, and who knows what you'll come up with next. Another fun way to boost your creativity: team up with others. When you're around people who are open to being playful and experimental, the ideas really start to fly. You'll bounce thoughts off each other, spark new angles, and come up with things you'd never think of on your own. The key is letting go of the need to be perfect. Instead, allow yourselves to have spontaneous, low-stakes fun. Whether it's through brainstorming games, improv sessions, or collaborative art, playful teamwork leads to surprising and exciting results. Now, if play sounds unproductive, think again. Adding fun and creativity into your daily life doesn't mean sacrificing focus. In fact, play helps you stay refreshed and energized. It's a great way to clear your head, reduce pressure, and shift into a more open, curious mindset. From doodling to daydreaming to dancing around the kitchen, play is where imagination thrives. When you loosen up and stop taking things too seriously, ideas begin to flow more freely. Creativity loves silliness. The more you play, the more you'll unlock your own creative genius. Of course, being creative also requires focus. And today's world isn't exactly built for that. With non-stop notifications, endless emails, and the pull of social media, it's no wonder we struggle to stay in a creative zone. One of the best ways to reclaim your focus is to be intentional about carving out distraction-free time. Start by taking digital breaks. Seriously, step away from your phone or laptop a few times a day. Even an hour of unplugged time in the morning or evening can work wonders. Instead of scrolling, use that time to journal, sketch, brainstorm, or just let your thoughts wander. When you're not being constantly interrupted, you'll tap into deeper and more original ideas. Create a space that helps you get in the zone. If you're surrounded by chaos or constant activity, it's tough to focus. Set up a designated work area that tells your brain, hey, it's time to create. This could be a quiet desk, a cozy corner, or a favorite coffee shop. The more you associate that space with creativity, the easier it becomes to drop into the flow. Sound makes a difference too. If noise distracts you, pop on some noise-canceling headphones or a soothing playlist. Some people love total silence, others prefer lo-fi beats, nature sounds, or instrumental tracks. Try different audio environments until you find your creative sweet spot. You might also like the Pomodoro technique. It's a simple system. Work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. After 4 cycles, take a longer break. It helps keep your mind sharp without burning out. Focused sprints can make your creative time feel more productive and fun. And here's a trick. Block off time on your calendar just for deep creative work. Treat it like an appointment. No emails, no texts, just you and your project. If your phone's too tempting, try apps that block notifications or limit access to social media. Want another way to boost focus? Try mindfulness. Even just a few minutes of deep breathing or guided meditation can help quiet mental chatter. When your mind is clear, creativity flows more freely. Stillness is powerful and often overlooked. The truth is, your best ideas need room to breathe. So give them that space. Set boundaries, take breaks, and tune into your thoughts without all the noise. That's where real inspiration starts to bloom. And finally, let's talk about the power of challenges. If you want to level up creatively, you've got to push your boundaries. Growth doesn't happen by staying comfortable. It happens when you stretch, explore, and try new things. Start by setting a creative goal. Not just be more creative, but something specific. Write a story, paint a series, launch a mini project. Big or small, having a goal gives your imagination something to aim for. Next, try using creative constraints. It sounds backwards, but limitations can actually make you more inventive. Write a short story using only dialogue. Draw something using only one color. Build something using only items from your junk drawer. The more unusual the rule, the more interesting the result. Deadlines can be helpful too. Give yourself 10 or 15 minutes to generate ideas or finish a small creative task. Time pressure cuts through overthinking and forces you to just start. You might be surprised by what you can do under a ticking clock. Get inspired by others. Check out the work of artists, creators, and thinkers you admire. Read about their processes. Study what makes their work resonate. Borrow techniques. Remix their ideas. Creative influence isn't copying, it's fuel. Collaboration also stretches your mind. When you work with others, you're challenged to merge ideas, adapt on the fly, and find new directions together. Whether you're co-creating something or just bouncing thoughts around, collaboration adds energy and surprise to the mix. Bottom line, creativity grows when you challenge yourself, when you play, push boundaries, and stay open. So go ahead, try weird stuff, set odd goals, work with others, take breaks, trust the process. Your creativity will thank you.